So these are the RayNeo Air 3S, and they apparently allow you to get a full AR/XR experience. But before you get too excited, there are definitely things we need to consider because the title can be somewhat misleading.
Come on now, dawg.
So here are the good, the bad and the ugly about the RayNeo Air 3S. So the first thing to clear up straight away is that these are not actually augmented reality glasses. They don't map your room, track your hands or overlay digital objects onto real surfaces. What we can call these are basically wearable display glasses. Think of them as giant virtual screens floating right in front of your face, connected to your phone, laptop, console or handheld or anything that's basically compatible. And once you understand that, everything else about this product starts to make a lot more sense. So here's how these actually work. They connect to a compatible device using a wired connection via USB-C. No wireless streaming, no casting, no batteries inside the glasses themselves. Now that wired connection clearly has advantages and disadvantages. What's happening here is simple. Whatever device you plug them into gets mirrored directly onto the two displays that are inside the glasses. And because those two displays are just a few centimeters away from your eyes, your brain interprets that as a screen that's roughly around 200 inches in front of you.
Wow.
So as magical as that sounds, it's basically just optics. But when it works well.
Wow!
Now let's start off with the good, because the first thing you'll notice is the image quality. RayNeo claims a virtual screen size of around 200 inches, and while that's obviously a perceived size, it genuinely does feel massive. Colours look bright, vibrant, contrast is strong thanks to the micro OLED panels, and the motion is smooth, especially for gaming or fast-paced movement. Now this one is probably the biggest advantage that you have with these glasses. Because this is a wired connection, there's no noticeable lag between what's happening on your device and what you're seeing on the glasses. What you see on your phone, console or laptop is exactly what you see in front of your eyes. For gaming especially, that makes a huge difference. No latency issues, no sync problems, no weird delays.
How? Hold on, bro.
Now smart glasses are usually lacking in audio, but these ones are surprisingly good. The speakers sit really close to your ears, so they sound really crisp and clear. And RayNeo include a privacy mode called whisper mode that basically makes sure no one around you can hear what you're watching.
What do you mean by that?
Now the speakers are actually good enough, so if you crank up the volume, people around you will be able to hear what you're watching or listening to. But that's not really a problem, because to fix that all it takes is simply lowering the volume. So that's definitely a plus on these, because I didn't expect the audio to actually be this good. Now in terms of weight, these are actually quite light, around 76 grams. And as with wearables, that matters. You can wear them for longer sessions without feeling like you've strapped a VR headset to your face. They don't get hot, they don't squeeze to your head, and for laying in bed watching movies or sitting on the couch gaming, they're far more comfortable than say a VR headset.
Let's go.
And lastly, there's no complicated setup. There's no need for calibration, no learning curve, you just plug them in and the screen basically appears. They work with phones, laptops, consoles, handhelds like Steam Deck, which makes them genuinely quite versatile. Now moving over to the bad, where the first problem you'll have is bright rooms. The lenses are semi-transparent, and that means ambient light matters quite a lot. In darker rooms, these look fantastic, but when it comes to brighter rooms, the image does get washed out. That's where immersion breaks, because your eyes are naturally shifting between the foreground and the background, and that can absolutely spoil moments in a film or a game. So these are clearly designed for indoor and controlled lighting use, which means you can't really use it on a sunny day even if you're indoors. Now the fitting can be a bit fiddly, and this will depend on your face. Some people get crystal clear image straight away, others need to mess around with the nose pads and the positioning to hit that sweet spot. If the alignment is off, you might notice edge blur, but once it's dialed in, it does look great. But just getting over that hurdle can be a bit annoying.
And I've decided that I want to die.
Now this works great to complement media or gaming, but it will not work as a productivity device. For long productivity sessions like reading, typing, spreadsheets, eye fatigue can creep in, especially because text clarity just drops a little. So unfortunately you can't really class these as a monitor replacement. Now moving over to the ugly, where the first issue I have is calling these AR glasses.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Because it simply sets the wrong expectations. They look good on the outside, sleek, modern, but once you put them on, you actually see the reality. And there's a noticeable gap between your eyes and the lenses. They don't really feel like normal glasses at all. Because of that gap, they feel more like a wearable display strapped onto your face than something natural or futuristic. And don't even get me started on the app, because this is useless. There's basically just one page where you can adjust things like the refresh rate, brightness and volume, basically settings that could easily exist elsewhere. Then there's a button that launches you into the RayNeo XR space, and nothing happens. Literally nothing. Now I'm not sure if this is an Android thing, but as of now the app is basically as good as non-existent.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Now finally, after a lot of struggle, I have managed to connect it to the app, but now this is basically being used as a mouse. So all I can see here in the screens is like a folder icon. So it basically shows me everything I can see on my phone, screen recordings, camera, videos, photos, etc. So everything I have on my phone, I'm able to view on the glasses, but the glasses themselves don't really have anything unique to them. So I think it definitely would have benefited from having its own app where it had its own interface, possibly even 3D images, because that would have given this something unique instead of just being displays.
Boom, roasted.
So on the outside you can see these glasses set really high expectations because they look good. They have the words AR and XR in the name, but these are basically just tiny screens in glasses. Now to put it into simple words, these will be best for someone who wants to watch movies or play games on a bigger screen. That's it. That's all I can realistically recommend them for. Calling these AR glasses is a massive exaggeration because they really aren't. And they're not cheap because at $310, they're expensive for what they actually offer. 2 displays attached to your eyes. But I guess if that does excite you, you will enjoy them. But if you're expecting real AR or a futuristic vibe, you won't find it here. That's all for now. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!